Hello, Romans here and welcome to another music review. I review every album from a viewpoint of a musician, as I am a singer, songwriter and a bass player for my own group Jakobe, and more than 2 years ago we released our debut album called Pursuits in Life. What makes it unique is that it's a heavy prog rock without guitars. Instead you have drums, bass, saxophone and keyboards. You can check out all of our music videos on my YouTube channel. And in the description of all these videos you will find all the information about where is the record available. It's available on all digital platforms like Spotify, Tidal, Deezer, iTunes, Amazon, Bandcamp, but also in this digipack version of a CD with a very beautiful illustrated 20 pages long booklet. So in case you want one, all you need to do is contact me via an email, on Facebook or on Instagram, or you can get one through Bandcamp as well. And today I'm going to review the new album from Crippled Black Phoenix called Ellengæst.
Music review. Music review.
Joining me here today is my beautiful wife Julie.
Hello guys.
And the reason why she's joining me is that you're a huge fan of Crippled Black Phoenix, right?
Yes.
Like when it comes to her, there are 3 bands that she really loves: Leprous, Anathema and Crippled Black Phoenix.
Yes.
Like these are the bands she's willing to listen to records from. Otherwise she has this cherry picking, like only a few songs.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we start with this review, can you tell us something about Crippled Black Phoenix or why you like them?
Because they're great.
So their latest album, I'm not sure how it's pronounced.
I love them because they combine, do ambient things in their music
elements,
yeah, and I like them.
Generally their music is considered to be like post-rock combined with prog rock. You told me that they are kind of like modern Pink Floyd, but I don't really feel that with their last 2 albums, because their previous album, The Great Escape from 2018, that was a record I made a review for 2 years ago. You were there as well. And I honestly don't really remember that record anymore because I haven't returned to it. But their new album, Ellengæst, however that's pronounced, it came out I think like a week and a half ago or something like that. I wanted to do this review sooner, but Julie got sick, so we had to wait a few days. Anyway, as of now,
it's my fault.
Of course. It's mine.
Yeah.
Of course. By the way, she has tears because we've been laughing a lot, and I guess we'll be laughing a lot as this goes on. Anyway, I've heard this album 8 times, and you heard it like, what, 3-4 times with me, maybe?
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe twice. Okay. So let's start with the review. One thing that I've noticed about this album, there are 9 tracks, one sort of an interlude or whatever that is, and 5 of these tracks are anywhere from 7 to 8 minutes long. There's one song that's 11.5 minutes long, and there are 2 shorter ones. So like 7-8 minutes seems to be the average length of tracks. So the opening track's House of Fools. It has that very movie-like opening, kind of like from a war movie. It's like being at the funeral or something. I don't know. And then we've got this little segment where the music gets the heaviest on the whole album, and I think if you didn't know this band, you might be like, wow, what kind of a metal are you listening to? That's the only moment. Like, it never really gets that heavy anymore throughout the whole record. Then it transforms into, I would say, fairly traditional Crippled Black Phoenix kind of post-rock prog-ish.
They used to use it in previous songs.
Okay.
Vigilante.
Okay. The record, is it an album?
Yeah. And previous records.
I've read somewhere that there's always some drama with Crippled Black Phoenix when it comes to their band members and the releases and whatever. I'm not really very informed in this regard, but there were some pretty important band member changes before this album, and one of these changes is, I think, one of the lead singers, and as a result there are many guest appearances, but also there's like a permanent singer with a very deep voice, and I think that makes for quite a big change. Maybe that's like the biggest change here in terms of the music. Also in this track we've got like this ambient mid section, mid part. And there's a dramatic finale a la Anathema. And speaking of Anathema, there's a second track, Lost. This song has female vocals, and there's
Vincent Kavanagh. I love this song.
Yeah, he's from Anathema, and it's a kind of a big featuring. Okay, then we have the third track, In the Night. This is slightly more on the ambient side, like it basically like the first 2 minutes are almost purely ambient, and then we have this like a speech-like voice, very deep.
When all but sadness is by your side, pull back the curtains.
There's a very subtle melody in this song that is sang by female singer, and then when that new, I'm not sure if he's a new or whatever, that singer with deep voice starts singing, it kind of brings Rammstein to mind. It's like more lyrical Rammstein, but still.
It's a little bit disturbing for me, this deep voice. I don't know why. But I like this song too.
Is it because he wasn't there before?
Maybe. I don't know.
Did they have him before?
I don't know.
Yeah, we are very well prepared for this review. Cry of Love is probably my favorite track on the album. They shot a music video for it, and this is one of the shorter tracks, being over 5 minutes long. And it has an amazing chorus, but we kind of have to wait for it because it comes at around 2.5 minutes, so almost halfway through. And I really love that deep voice there and the whole track. And when it comes to the atmosphere and the vibe of this song and the whole record, it kind of brings Catatonia to mind. I'm not necessarily a fan of Catatonia. I think I've listened to only like their last 2 albums. But maybe it's the voice, maybe the music, maybe both thing combines. But it kind of gives me that vibe.
I like this song.
So
yeah, it's not my cup of coffee because it's too happy for me. But it's okay.
Mm-hmm. You don't like happy stuff?
No. Crippled Black Phoenix is depression. And this is not depression, this song.
Okay. The next track, Everything I Say, is a very slow and doomy track. And this seems like a perfect soundtrack for autumn. Like this album has literally a perfect timing because I think now is the right time to listen to the album.
Yeah. This song is depression. I love this song. I love doom stuff in this song. Stuff.
Yeah, stuff.
Stuff.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. So, guys, don't be jealous that I married a girl who likes music like this.
They're not jealous.
They are.
They're not.
Then there's a track which is called, I don't know how it's called. You've got brackets and there's this symbol. I don't know how it is. Funnily, I think
Pomlčka.
Well, thanks. I didn't know that. This is like a short interlude for the next track.
Can describe the difference between it and the ordinary ups and downs that everyone has. Because in these ups and downs through life, you know that, well, tomorrow I'm going to feel better. The sun will be shining.
Then we have this 11.5 minutes long opus on the album called The Invisible Past, and this is a fantastic track. A little surprising for me because maybe I would expect this track to be like really heavy or really depressive or whatever, but it's got a very gentle melody. It's very heavenly. It kind of feels like, you know, like being in the clouds.
Time and time again, we lose our way.
It's very slow, it's very beautiful, and interestingly though, there's basically like, I think if I remember it correctly, there's like one melody. Mainly, the song has like one melody. It just keeps expanding and they keep building up on it. And I think it's really great. Also, there's this one moment where like they really turn on the distortion on the guitars and there's this like climax of the track. And it's so loud. I'm not sure if it's louder than anything else on the album or if anything preceding it is or silent. But when this moment comes, almost every time I turn down the volume because it's like too loud. But yeah, I think it's nice.
Yes, I like these kind of songs.
The final track, She's in Parties, is the shortest track on the album. It's below 4 minutes long, and while it maintains the overall atmosphere of the album, it's a little more up-tempo, and especially that, I think, bridge or whatever that is before the chorus. Did you like it?
Yeah, I like this dynamic song. And she's a great singer.
She's in parties. It's in the can. Learning lines in the rain. Special effects by lunatic and dreams. Freeze frame.
So before we hear an opinion of a true Crippled Black Phoenix fan, she even has a t-shirt, Crippled Black Phoenix. Yeah, you have seen them live too, right?
Yeah, in Košice.
By the way, you don't need to put it up because you will be in the frame.
yeah.
But it's okay. It's okay. Hopefully it will be okay. So anyway, you have been recommending me their records forever. Like,
Yeah, every record is great.
yeah, I think you said like the first couple of records and that they're very Pink Floyd or whatever. I do have to say, I found most of their records and most of their music to be kind of boring. It's like very long records.
It's great.
And I just don't really remember them. I didn't find myself wanting to go back to these records, whatever, I don't know. But anyway, this new album, actually, I really loved it. This actually may end up as one of my most favorite records of the year. I just really enjoyed it. And, you know, when Julie was listening to it, she was like, typical Crippled Black Phoenix. Like, yeah. And I was like, I don't know. I kind of like it a lot more than anything else I've heard from them. So I don't know. I really enjoyed this album. I think it was really great.
He thought that is that I told.
He thought that I thought.
He told that I told. It's typical Crippled Black Phoenix.
He said that I said. he told that I told. He said, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. He said that I told. He said that I said.
Yeah.
It's typical, but I wasn't disappointed. It's okay. I like their music and I'm fine with it. Yes.
You also said, I think, that it was a masterpiece.
I didn't said it.
You did at one point. I was like, do you like the record? And she was like, yeah, it's a masterpiece. I'm like, okay, those are big words, you know, you gotta use it for records. You're really like, okay, as a fan, when you compare it to their older records, do you think it's better? Do you think it's worse? Do you think it's on the same level?
I think it's unique as every album of Crippled Black Phoenix.
Do you think they have better records than this one?
I don't know, because sometimes I have mood for one record, sometimes I have mood for second, and this record is fine. When I will have mood for this record, I will listen him.
Listen to it. Yeah,
To
she doesn't really listen to music anymore. That's one of the disadvantages of being my wife, that I listen to so much music that she basically stopped listening to music.
Yes, I want to hear silence.
The sound of silence from...
No, silence.
Joining me here today is my beautiful wife, Julie.
I'm not beautiful, hello.
I really like how...
Shut up.
Why? It was good. Joining me here today is my beautiful wife, Julie.
Hi guys, I'm not beautiful.
This is take 15, so, you know, whatever.
Akože 15 rokov mám. Ja, I take 15, dobre.
Okay, it's starting. It's starting great. It's starting. Okay. let's do it. Yeah, he's from Anathema, and it's a kind of a big featuring. I think it's kind of a shame because Anathema announced that they are breaking up this year. That this is the end of their career.
What?
You didn't even know about that?
No.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. They were supposed to make a new record, and
It's big shame. It's heartbreaking.
yeah, it is. But let's get back to Crippled. It's kind of... I love it too.
Ty si kakat? Ja, ty si ma videl tu.
Kto chcel ma prekvapiť pri editingu?
Ja už nikto.
So have you heard this album already? You can let me know in the comment section below whether you agreed with us or not. Maybe if you are a Crippled Black Phoenix fan, such as Julie, you can let me know how well do you think it compares to their previous albums.
I'm not super kind of that fan.
Okay, which record do you think is the best one? Maybe which one you would recommend to me? Like, you really need to give it a more proper listen or something. But she has been doing that enough. You can follow me on
Instagram.
and
Facebook.
you can find the links to both in the description of this video below. Also, if you like this video, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. You can check out my own original music, my live performances, my worst to best series, and
Worst?
yeah, and quite a lot of other reviews as well. Thanks a lot for watching.
Bye.